Kia ora. This is our strategic recommendation to MYOB. You've asked us, how can MYOB leverage AI to make a tangible difference in business invoicing? We found three main areas of improvement for MYOB. First, invoicing is very scattered at the moment. This leads to missed payments and missed invoices, which then lead to harmed business relationships. And not only that, a disorganized invoicing system opens up the opportunity for fraud. This brings us to our strategy. We're going to leverage AI to help your company create a streamlined invoicing workflow. We believe this will bring you an extra $50 million per year, a 5% reduction in costs for your SMEs, and a 20% boost in your customer satisfaction. This brings us to our analysis. As mentioned earlier, invoicing for your customers are really scattered. That means wages are being spent on catching up on invoices rather than actually adding any value to the company. Not only is this financially worse off for your customers, it also makes it really hard to do business because missed invoices lead to sour business relationships, which means lost relationships will occur. And as a result of that, it makes it a lot harder to create new business ventures. Adding on to that, it also opens up the opportunity for fraudulent transactions. Funds can be lost through careless mistakes and fraud, which lead to financial losses for your customers. We've now identified the risks in your company. This presents us a few options to proceed with in our recommendation. So we got three main options. 1, remain as is. 2, using manual transactions in internet banking. And 3, using AI, what we're recommending you to do. So we found out that using AI won in all the categories except privacy. It does have a bit of an ethical concern to it, but we do believe that the pros outweigh the cons in using AI.
Thanks, Steve. Now, moving on to our strategic recommendation for MYOB. We recommend that MYOB use AI to automate and streamline the invoicing process by categorizing invoices when they come through, by flagging fraudulent invoices, and by detecting mistakes. It will also use analysis and prediction technology. So here's how automation and analysis will streamline invoice payments. Our first strategy is to use AI to categorize invoices and put them all in one place. So this will categorize invoices as they come by who sent the invoice, what the amount is, why the invoice was sent, and when the payment is due. It will create a central repository for all your customers, and this will help your customers find invoices quickly and easily and improve their data accuracy and compliance. Moving on to our second sub-strategy, we recommend that the AI be able to identify and flag fraudulent invoices and mistakes. So by using this invoice data to identify fraudulent and invoices or mistakes, it will also use prediction and analysis technology. It will flag invoices that are suspicious or likely to contain errors, and thus helping your customers protect themselves from financial losses. Overall, this will prevent delays, disputes, penalties, and avoid customer dissatisfaction. So here's how the first sub-strategy, the categorization tool, can help you and your customers save time, money, and the hassle. It will relieve employees from repetitive work of sifting through invoices, thus, in the long run, reducing costs for businesses. It will also help these businesses track their payment status, what invoices have been paid, what invoices have been lost, and improving business relations for them. Overall, it can lead to easier viewing of financial data and analysis of this data, thus improving data accuracy. Here's how the second sub-strategy will help your customers be protected from fraud and improve their financial reporting. This AI will reduce the risk of fraud and prevent significant financial losses for your customers. It will improve financial reporting and provide them with better financial transparency and accuracy. Overall, and most significantly, it will reduce the risk of regulatory penalties, such as fines or sanctions. It will help your customers save money, protect themselves from financial losses, and improve financial reporting.
Thanks for that, Snoopy. That was great. Now on to our implementation. How are we going to connect the email to the AI? So in most emails, there's a protocol called IMAP. And IMAP allows a third party to access emails. This is what we propose your customers will use to connect the AI to the emails. After going through all the emails, the AI will identify which emails are invoices. After identifying those emails, it will extract all the key information and display all that on the website. Not only will it do that, it will also extract the bank account number and make a one-click solution to pay the invoicer. This is a very very useful tool to help prevent fraud transactions and prevent mistakes that can happen in bookkeeping and other invoices. Not only can the AI do that, it can also offer another solution, which is called Insights. As you see over here, Bart's Coffee invoiced $9,000 for coffee, and the AI has picked that up. It's quite unusual to receive a $9,000 invoice for coffee. It sees that you normally invoices you $900 instead of $9,000, and therefore it's a little warning next to that transaction.
Awesome, thank you, Steve. Further insights our AI can draw is things like first-time invoices, overpriced or suspicious invoices, and even make future predictions. So the way it does this is our AI will pick up first-time invoices through whether or not it's the first time your company has been invoiced by this entity. And this is important because this, first of all, allows your customers to better sort the invoice into like the categories available, as well as flagging potential frauds. For example, if it is a first-time invoice that has come from a company that you've been dealing with for many years, this could potentially be fraudulent and someone impersonating that company. And for overpriced invoices, as the AI is able to see all the elements inside of the invoice, it can flag anomalies within the invoice itself. So for example, here, the coffee beans are $500 higher than the market rate than you can get from elsewhere. This might be an error flagged out by the invoice. In terms of prediction, our AI would potentially have access to enough data resources to look at previous records of coffee and then give you a prediction for the future. In order to bring this AI and website into reality, we expect you will need a team of up to 14 to 16 dedicated team members working in groups of up to 8. The timeline we've prepared is spending 2 months into research and requirements. This is the people developing the AI, what framework they'll use, what framework best suits the needs for this. Secondly, we'll spend another 2 months gathering a variety of invoices, from fraudulent invoices to just invoices of all sorts from different sources. This will be used to then train the data AI model and develop it so that it's able to recognize, it's able to come to conclusions and make decisions based off of the invoices and the information within. After this period of 7 months, we will enter our first evaluation period. This evaluation period is just to ensure that the invoice AI can read through invoices, it can come to conclusions, it can sort out the data within. And during this period, we'll also begin the software infrastructure, which is building the backend of the AI, as well as developing the UI, which is the user interface that you will see for the customers when they use it. After the 6 months of UI development, software infrastructure is done, we will begin integration and testing. This will be integrating it into real-life emails such as Gmail and just testing it, making sure it's working and compatible. After 4 months of this, we will go into user acceptance testing and deployment. This is when it's going to be soft launched and used in very small groups or even just within a controlled environment, just ensuring the quality and that the AI is able to reach its scope. After this, we'll have an ongoing evaluation period, measuring the performance of the AI, the reliability, the credibility, just so our consumers will have the top quality product and lower risk as much as we can.
Sweet, so onto finance. Using past financial statements such as this and this, we found that without our implementation, currently the average growth in revenue each year is 10.7%. The average growth in subscriber count online is currently growing at about 55%. So the projected income for MYOB with this investment in AI technology comes with an initial dip in profits, as we would be investing $10 million to develop that AI and pay for wages and marketing, but we hope that eventually this implementation will bring in a higher amount of profit. Not only will this increase profits for MYOB, but also for your consumers, especially SMEs. We hope that this will bring a 10% increase in profits for those as well. This implementation also comes with qualitative benefits. Firstly, MYOB's customer satisfaction will increase. As well as this, the image of MYOB becoming a technologically advanced business and service provider will increase as well. Not only this, but this will save a lot of time for both you and your consumers to focus on other issues within the business.
Thanks for that, Sophie. That was great. In conclusion, this will bring MYOB multiple benefits, not only qualitative, but also quantitative. The finances work out, the customer experience works out. We believe our solution can transform MYOB. Kia ora, thank you for your attention.